So what happens if unwanted inventory wastage breakdown happening in your company? There can be high lead time, it can be high costs. Sometimes, it sucks in the motivation level of people, right? System overload, right? Muda, Mura, Muri, all that we'll talk about, right? And then we will have low quality or quality rejections. So the question is this: with the existing resources, can you do it faster? Can you do more with the same resources? Can you do it at lower cost with the existing resources? Okay, so these are the fundamental questions that we have to answer. If the answer is yes, then the lean thinking has started. Okay, the lean thinking has started. This is possible only if you systematically identify and reduce waste. Do you agree with me? So lean is about achieving excellence by continual identification and reduction, if possible, elimination of waste. And the Japanese word, let me introduce, is called muda. So we don't want any muda. That's what they say, all right? I worked with the great Japanese consultant, Mr. Yamaguchi-san. Okay, I was with him for 4 years. Of course, I was not senior management at that time, but I was fresh from the college, but I had the fortune of being the TPM coordinator and being with him. Once he told me, Murali, Indians are very good in eliminating waste. And I was so happy with this remark, because a Japanese guru on this TPM commenting that we are very good in eliminating waste. I said, thank you, sir. He said, wait. But they are very bad in identifying them. Okay. Which means he wanted to say that we can't identify the waste, we accept waste as required. Okay, that's what he indirectly meant. Okay, so why lean? Because we have to add value to the customer. Okay, and whenever you can do it faster, okay, the cost will become lower. Whenever you keep on stopping, the cost will become higher. Okay. So we want to empower all employees. We want to make sure that everyone participates. And that's why we have to use lean. And employees themselves make their work atmosphere better. With lean, we can make big changes. And it can be made easily, and the culture of improvement can be cultivated. So let's all welcome ourselves to lean. Lean is about creating the most value for the customer while minimizing resources, time, energy, and effort. So this lean is equal to greater customer value plus reduced waste. So what's lean? What's objective of lean? Let's go slowly inside lean. Management philosophy based on Toyota production system. Eliminate everything that does not add value. In fact, one of the lean gurus said, your job is not to do a good day work. Okay. Your job is not to execute the work that is given to you. I'm trying to recall with the exact phrase he said, okay. He said, don't be happy with doing your good day job, but your job is to identify that comes in the way of doing your work and removing it. Okay, I like that statement. What is the focus and scope of lean? So in the lean methodology, we do what is called as a value stream. We identify the flow of value across a stream. We will get into slowly value stream mapping. Okay, I'm introducing the word. We have introduced the word value on several occasions, but now I'm introducing the word stream. So value stream as a primary unit of work and focusing on improving the process performance. And what if any process wants again the same thing? Right quality, right cost, right timely delivery, what the next customer wants. The next process is your immediate customer. So you need to have a clear view of end state. This indirectly means your process goals should be clear. Your organization goals should be clear. Your customer goals should be clear. And that will be clear only when you know the customer requirement. And customer requirement is called voice of business. We said VOB. But remember, VOB have to be translated internally. That is called critical to quality. So all of you type CTQ in the comment box, okay? And then it has to be ingrained in the specification so that the quality is met. And that is where the process improvement. Okay, I hope this is not a bouncer ball, okay? So the approach and tools. There are wide range of tools that are available, and learning by doing approach for performance improvement and capability building. So let's go further. This is a study notes for you, but I'm just reading out quickly for them. If you don't understand, just read it twice, you will understand. Okay, lean is both a business philosophy because it's a way of thinking, and it is also has proven tools and solutions that accelerate speed and reduce cost for all business processes. And that's what we want, right? And that is done by removing waste. It primarily focuses on the customer and said value is defined by customer and all activities is aligned to provide maximum value to the customer. I'm using the same what I've communicated in different ways, in different words, in different sentences, so that it gets ingrained in our mind. So the principles of lean, again, you will find a similar thought process articulated in different ways, okay? Define the values from the eyes of the customer, understand the value stream, make people, information, and materials flow through the process, respect people, their creativity and contributions, deliver what customer wants, when they want, and where they need it. This is just-in-time concept again. Seek entitlement quality. Quality must be entitled, okay? You must, it should be at source, okay? And so these are the lean steps. What are these lean steps? Identify value, map the value stream, create a flow, establish pull, seek perfection, and repeat this cycle. Okay, so far clear? Can I go further? So let's get into the depth of it. Now the question is where to apply lean. Let's look at marketplace. Suppose if it's a marketplace, right? What are the customer facing processes? Marketing, sales, distribution, pricing, ordering, billing, collection, customer service. These are all the customer facing processes. So there is a customer interface. So we have the market requirements. And the market requirements is given to translate the requirement into a process that can produce a product that can cater to the customer requirement. So finally, it comes to the distribution here. Okay, so you have a design, development, manufacturing, supply chain. Okay, and in the enterprise process, you have planning, financials, HR, training. I've just listed down some few indicative processes. Okay, it's not exhaustive, but indicative for you to see the scope of applying this lean. Okay, and so there are significant opportunities for lean in each of this area because for each process, the next process is the customer and you have to deliver what they want. And if this is linked properly, only then the information will flow the material will flow. If this is clear, type super clear in the comment box. All right. So go to the internet and find out. I'm just here writing some data on the observed industry results in lean. So it will help you to give that step change in performance improvements, like 20 to 40% productivity improvement across value streams, inventory reductions, improving yield, improving quality, reducing batch sizes, availability of products consistently without stockouts. Okay. The characteristic of lean process, very important, flow. I want all of you to please type the word flow in the comment box, because the word flow is so important. Okay. You have to program your mind. The reason that it sometimes it might look childish, why is this guy asking me to type flow in the comment box, right? The reason is we want to mentally get programmed on certain very important words that we use in lean. Okay. Flow. Let's look at flow. Something that stops the flow is a waste. Call it in any language. Japanese, you call it muda. Okay. Something that hinders the flow. Now, a general question. What hinders flow? Can you type in the comment box? I'm just going out of the scene. Rejection hinders the flow. Improper communication hinders the flow. Okay, unclear. Machine breakdowns hinders the flow. Inventory hinders the flow. Non-availability of material hinders the flow. Excess production leading as inventory flow. Skill sets hinders the flow. Okay, management decision hinders the flow. Man, very right, very right. Okay, that's right. Sometimes policy might be a bottleneck. Policy can be a bottleneck to your flow. Okay. No, unless we get the approval from this guy, we cannot ship this material. That guy is not available. So the flow is stopped, right? Now I'm asking a question whether customer would be 100% satisfied, yes or no. You have inventory everywhere in your factory and customer does not know. But you can give material whenever he wants. I mean, to Pereira also, I'm telling the same question. Okay. The customer does not know how much inventory you are having, but you are having as much inventory as required so that you can give the customer whenever he wants. Assume there is a situation. Will the customer be happy or not? That is the question. I'm asking from the customer perspective. Inventory is the mother of all evils. Inventory is the mother of all waste. Inventory is the mother of all waste. This particular thinking should be very clear. And the moment you reduce inventory, all the other problems will start. How many of you agree with me? The moment all the other problems will get exposed, the moment you reduced inventory. Okay. Later on, I'm laying a foundation to a thinking because inventory hides all waste. Inventory will hide all waste. The management will think that customer is happy, so they are not bothered. Okay. Of course, it will hit somewhere in your profits. That is fine. But then for some time, it will look everything is customer is happy, everything is smooth. Okay. The moment you reduce inventory, and inventory actually stops the flow. All right. The process run as continuously as possible with rapid cycle time and a little or no muda. There is no waste. Flow and standard work is very important. Is a characteristic of a lean process. Unless the work is standardized. Okay. Why standards are required, we'll go deeper into the Kaizen blueprint. Okay. And we all know why standard is required. I always define standard work as the least waste way. Least waste way. We achieve flow and standard work through elimination of waste, and Muda is a non-value adding activity. This is just a study notes. I'm revising it.